Hi and welcome to this week's video. So this week I'm doing a quick video on mechanic tweezers. So I use a lot of tweezers over the past couple of years, cheap ones, branded ones, and the mechanic ones are the ones that I seem to go back to. So these are not to be compared to the thicker nose tweezers that I used for more bending parts back. These are fine nose tweezers for the more finer detail that you're going to be doing. So first up I've got this blue version. So these cost £3.20, which is not a bad price. So it's the AAC 14. So it's a bit of a longer nose tip on this one. It is quite similar to the thicker black version tweezer that I just showed you. So it's not as fine as some of the mechanic tweezers that I've used previously. But as you can see, it picks well. You can pick up very small screws at different angles. If we have a little close up, you can see that it does have a nice fine tip. I have had finer. They don't quite line up quite at the end, but it is a decent one. Next up are the AAX 17. These cost £2.72, so again, not a bad price. So these come in a nice fancy tin as well, so we'll just take them out, and then, as you can see, they've got a little bit of an angle on them. So we'll just take the cover off, and these are a nice fine point on them. They're a nice metal finish with a little bit of grip on the side for when you want to hold it without them slipping out. And they've got a nice close on them there. So we'll just go in and start picking up a couple of little screws. As you can see, you can kind of use the whole body side to pick up a few, or you can just use the tip and then angle it round whatever way is best to be able to pick up smaller, intricate parts. And then we'll have a closer look at the tip, and then you can see they're a very fine end. And then I just spin it round. So there is a little bit of a gap, tiny gap at the end, but not too bad. And then we come on to the KA11. Now these are my favourite ones, £4.9, so the most expensive out of the three. But these are the ones that I've bought several of, and the only reason I've bought several is because I keep dropping them and they keep bending the end. But I like these because they've got a lovely finish on them. They're very nice to hold. And then if you look how they close at the end, they've got a really good tight finish. I can grip the smallest of items very well, so screws here, but capacitors, any kind of small chip on a motherboard, are really good at holding. And they've got good strength in them. There's a bit of thickness to the end of the tweezers themselves, so there's very little flex when you're holding it tight. And as you can see, right at the end, it's got a very close finish. I'm going to spin it round, but you can also see why the smallest a drop and you're more likely to damage them, and that's it, they're going to be written off. But that's the same for most needle nose tweezers. And then I'll just line them up all together just so you can see a bit of a difference in size. So the blue ones, I've got a bit of length on them. Ones with the bend in the ends are quite similar to the K11's my favourite. They've all got a really nice feel to them. I do recommend them. And then we'll have a quick look under the microscope at all three tips together. So the one on the left is the blue pair, the middle one are my favourite ones, and then the ones on the right are the angled ones. You can see the middle ones do have a much better, closer finish to the end, but out of all three, I'd say they're all a worthwhile purchase. So thanks very much for watching, please like, comment and subscribe.